Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Going back to their AFL days in the 1960s, the Chiefs and Raiders are underway. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready up!
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Pacheco. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Raiders at 10-1 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll send the tight end in motion. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion right, that's Hardman. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. DeAndre Carter back deep. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
Here's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
15. Yellow.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Attack!
Here's Pacheco once again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
At the 60. 19,
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, that's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play fake. Mahomes letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically the bigger guy.
And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Tyree Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This pro quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. Butker's kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. And this throw will be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Second and goal from the 1.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Fighting it off. Taken down at the 42.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 8.
19 Tiger.
That's into the hands of Edwards. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Ah, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd down, goal to go.
That's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
17. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They're shoving his way inside the 30. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Wilson.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Wilson to throw.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds under.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Wilson. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every